Yeah, we're here at Layton Mountain Apartments here, Layton Meadows Apartments, excuse me, where there was a officer-involved shooting. I'm joined by Travis Lyman. Can you tell me a little bit about what happened here?
Yeah, this morning at about 4:30, our officers responded here on an unrelated domestic violence call, and as they were finishing that up, they encountered a man who came out on his third-story balcony holding a rifle and started yelling at our officers, unrelated to why we were here to begin with. Started yelling at our officers, and so we spent the next hour trying to de-escalate and get him to put that rifle down and calm him down, but he was threatening our officers, pointing the rifle all over the courtyard that his apartment overlooked.
And you mentioned his rifle even had lasers on it, and that maybe, added to that situation seriously.
Our officers could see that he was the laser sight on his rifle was lit and pointed around the courtyard. So yeah, we were very concerned. That time of morning, everybody was probably still at home in those apartments that all surround this area.
And so after the officer-involved shooting, what happened next? Was there, life-saving measures? What condition is that person in?
Yeah, there was. We immediately tried to render aid. The suspect was transported to a local hospital and then flown to a hospital in Salt Lake. He's in serious but stable condition now. And we'll be here for the good part of the day trying to investigate.
And so the roads in this apartment complex are closed, no closures outside of it, but what's next for your officers here in their investigation?
Well, we'll be trying to sort out why he sought out this exchange with our officers, talking to witnesses here at the complex and any of his backstory, family, things like that, trying to figure out why this happened.
All right, thanks so much for the information, and officers will be out here once again gathering information, and we'll keep you updated if we learn more. I'll send it back to you in the studio. This is such an interesting situation where the call was unrelated. How do your officers handle these situations? Is it in the back of their minds now when they go on calls?
Yeah, it's I guess law enforcement in general has to have this balancing act of, um, being really service oriented and at the same time trying to be aware that at any time something like this could happen and they could encounter somebody that could be a potential threat to them, or in this case a whole apartment complex full of people. So it's a unique balance all the time, but our officers do always have to be aware that something could pop up like this at any time.
And you're talking about the investigation. What kind of things are they going to be looking at? Maybe some background in terms of, maybe posts on social media, or what kind of things do you look at there?
Yeah, those kinds of things. His close associates, friends, family, to try and sort out what led up specifically earlier in the evening or early morning hours, what led up to him wanting to what appeared to be seek out this exchange with our officers. Interestingly enough, we'd actually had an encounter with this same person earlier in the shift at another apartment complex, and that was a friendly exchange. He approached our officers and was friendly, brief exchange, wasn't causing any problems or anything. We didn't think anything more of it, and then fast forward to later in the shift, we have this encounter with him again.
Wow. A lot of coincidences.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know how long an investigation like this will go for?
We'll be here at the scene for several more hours, but then it will likely be days or a week or two even, as the Davis County Critical Incident Protocol team does their investigation, and there's a lot of people involved that are talking to witnesses and gathering pieces. That'll all have to come together, and that usually takes a couple of weeks before that's all finished and presented to the county attorney's office.